there is a book. It was published in 1893.
Okay.
And the title of it is Barron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey. And what this book is about... Wait, what's our president's son's name?
Yeah.
Barron Trump.
This
book is about a kid or a guy or whatever that time travels and creates like chaos where he time travels.
You're killing me. You're just killing me.
It says he travels through time and gets into all sorts of hijinks. Okay, Barron Trump. His full name in the book, because that's the title I gave you, is Wilhelm Heinrich Sebastian von Trump, which sounds super German, right? But yes. I'm going to get back to that in a second.
It's getting worse.
So the character Barron Trump in this book.
In the book.
Mentions and talks about his massive brain. This is written in 1893. Okay, he talks about his massive brain.
Okay. And
has a personalized insult for most of the people he meets in the book. Okay. Every single one. He's got he has a name for him. He has an insult for them specific to that. Does this ring a bell?
Oh, he has an insult for them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He lives in a building named after himself, which is Castle Trump, kind of like Trump Tower.
Oh.
Okay. And he is guided by a man named Don, who is known as the master of all masters.
Where did you find this?
This is a book. This is real.
This is really a book.
This is for entertainment purposes only TikTok. But this is
wait.
This is a book. This is that you can buy it on Amazon. I looked at stop reading my notes.
I'm sorry. This is crazy.
I'm connecting more, guys. This author, his name is Ingersoll Lockwood.
Oh.
Can't even say that. It's such an old-timey name. Hold on.
Creepy.
He also wrote a book after this one. So this one was like a kid's story.
Yes.
He wrote a story for grown-ups that was called The Last President or 1900. I know. Wait. This is crazy. In this story, The Last President or 1900, New York City is plagued by protests following a shocking victory in the 1896 presidential election because a populist candidate won. And
drink. This is so weird.
This populist candidate brings down all of America. Okay, so wait, what? Okay, these are two separate books this author wrote in the late 1800s. Don't read my notes. She's cheating. Please double tap if you like these crazy conspiracy theories. But I connected this to something else, and
this is not a conspiracy. This was really written.
Well, hold on. When I connect them all, it's going to become one. So Lockwood, the author, all right, he was a veteran of the U.S. Consular Service, appointed a diplomat, a consul, to the Kingdom of Hanover by Abraham Lincoln. There's a whole reason I'm doing this. All right. Where is the Kingdom of Hanover now, if you don't know your history? Because I didn't, and I look it up. It's now part of West Germany and formerly part of Prussia. Germany, Russia, Prussia. It's precious. Wait for it. It continues. Which country of those did a lot of time travel experiments later? Do you know? They built the Bell. If you guys know, put it in the comments. The Bell was a time travel supposed, that's the whole idea of what that thing was. The Bell machine went missing, and they think maybe it was a time travel machine that the Germans invented during the whole war thing, right?
Are you following, people? Are you following?
It goes deeper. I have this thread and pull it over here. All right.
I can back up. Let go of the thread. Let go of the thread.
Which German scientist from that time of the war area when the Bell went missing and all that stuff
scientist
did we steal for our own rocket program back in the day? Werner von Braun.
Oh.
So he basically is the father of NASA. He's the father of all of our rocket programs. He designed the first modern rockets for Germany during World War II. And then he worked up to design the Apollo Saturn V for the moon landings. Werner von Braun wrote a book called The Mars Project in 1953. And in the book, the leader of Mars shall be called Elon. Elon. Seriously. No. So the same name as the guy who now runs our SpaceX program who's trying to get to Mars. What are the chances? Let's say your parents really like this book and they named you Elon. What are the chances you ended up becoming the billionaire of the billionaires of all of time and own a space program. That's a 0.0000001 chance, right? Like, that's ridiculous.
Okay, it's weird.
And he's trying to get to Mars.
It's weird. You know, fiction, right? It comes from somewhere. It comes from someone's imagination. It's coming out of something, somewhere. And, you know, it's not the first time that something's been written that then mirrored what happened in the future. But you're talking about 100 years prior to today. Never mind what your opinions are about what's happening today. But prior to today, that there was someone who made up a character that was Baron Trump, who had a master called Don.
Who had a massive brain and insulted people in time travel and created hijinks, and then wrote a book called The President, and he was a massive downfall to all
was
America.
Then connected to somebody who was in weapons and space, who then wrote a book with a character called Elon that wanted to go to Mars. Do I have that correct?
But wait, there's more. So when Tesla, if everybody knows Nikola Tesla, and he had all the like the free energy and the this and that and like all these things, and he had the science, and they tried to hold him back because you couldn't make money on it, and they wanted us to pay for our energy for the rest of our lives. Do you know who was the first person in 1943 who was called to go to Nikola Tesla's like apartment and go through all of his things to make sure that he didn't have any wild and crazy ideas that could be a risk to our national security?
Who?
So in 1943, the FBI called John G. Trump to go into Nikola Tesla's apartment and go through. He was the first person to go through all of his stuff. This is Donald Trump's uncle. This is Donald Trump's uncle. His first uncle, his father's brother.
No, his actual family?
Yes.
What?
Yes. He went into his New York City hotel room where Tesla died, and he was an MIT professor. He was an esteemed electrical engineer. The investigation concluded that Tesla's belongings did not pose any threat if they fell into enemy hands, so like no problem, but he also had first dibs at grabbing whenever he wanted, which he did grab things. He evaluated papers. He determined there was no ideas of significant value. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. But he did, this is recorded, he'd take certain things. He took Tesla's ring and an alarm clock. Random, an alarm clock for safekeeping, which was then passed down to his family. And the ring and alarm clock actually ended in Donald Trump's possession. Trump was inspired by the Tesla coil in the movie Back to the Future to use the ring in a notable way. So like in the movie Back to the Future, Biff is like a Trump.
Naturally,
like,
this comes back to
the Future. I mean, this is all time travel. So in Back to the Future was a time travel movie. There is a character, Biff, where he's Biff Tannen. He's like in control of the president. He's kind of Trumpy, and he was based on Trump. There's like, the interviews are, he was based on him.
Which Trump was Biff?
Donald Trump. This makes me feel like we're living in a simulation, and that these are all Easter eggs, and that like, or time travel does exist, but like, I don't know, we're just like in it, and like there's like little clues along the way.